The most important thing is, how do you land big deals? Today, I'm going to cover three things. The most important thing is, how do you land big deals? And we're going to go through my mail in just the last 2 weeks, maybe last month. And I'm going to show you, and I challenge you, I don't think you've ever seen this before. I'm going to show you step-by-step behind the scenes on how we got the different deals that we got. So you can see what actually happens. Not my opinion, not what I heard someone else say, but what we actually did. The actual emails, I'm going to log into my email. You're going to see the documents. You're going to see the correspondence. Would you guys like to see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And let me know in the chat which aspect of getting a deal is what you're most interested in or what you're struggling with. Is it making the connections? Is it pricing it? Is it getting the leads? Is it getting the other team members involved?
Under the age of 18.
Let me know where you are. And then Yuri, you should mute. If you have a question, feel free to unmute. Let us know. Leads, getting the leads is my challenge, Zaf. Okay. Alicia says, I have a ridiculous amount of equipment. Okay, just need to use it. That's right. Pricing. I know several CMOs, Thomas. Yep. Carlos, finding more high ticket leads. Okay, got it. Here we go. Converting leads to paid users, Jen. Okay, Vivek, connections and leads. All right. And that's all about becoming well-known, becoming a strong personal brand. A lot of people think that personal branding is what you say about yourself, taking pictures in front of a Lamborghini that you don't own, this kind of thing. But it's actually when other people speak well of you. So the thing that's driven us a bunch of new clients in just the last month, you can see this a month ago, is this masterclass in digital marketing taught with Tom Ferry.
So Tom Ferry, enough time. Anything more than that, people lose steam.
Tom Ferry is the best known person in real estate, right? If you're a real estate agent, one of the 400,000, then you'll know who this guy is. So when we go on, and there's all these people, can you see this? Give me a thumbs up if you can see this. Okay. So we have this on his YouTube, but we have it on his Instagram and his Twitter and his website. And you can see, what do people have to say about this? So excited, very educational. I need to see this 3 times.
I'm just a car dealer and I watched the whole thing. It's very good. I learned a lot, just even though I'm not really in business.
Thank you, Thomas Hawkins. And then I'm going to mute you, Yuri. You can feel free to unmute if you like. But do you see this guy, Victor? I don't know who this Victor guy is. Can you see what he said? This is one of, what is it? You need to watch it 15 times. Okay. Wow. Or great podcast, so much value. I've been following this. This is, phenomenal. Top 20 podcast. So I didn't hide any of these comments. These are literally what's coming through here, right? So when you create high authority content, look at this. Amazing. This is the best, right? What else does this guy say? Okay. Wow. Did anyone reply to him? Oh, good. I did reply to him. You always got to reply to these people. So when you put something out here like this is what drives the leads. So the fact that, so there are a bunch of people that saw this, 13,000 people saw this, but it wasn't necessarily the 13,000 people that saw it that became clients of ours. It was the fact that they shared it with other people on their team, or one of the agents shared it with their broker dealer, and because they all know each other. And then that causes people to reach out to me or to other people on our team. So if I come here and I look in my mail and, oh, this is our Tom Ferry SOW. And I'll talk about how we turned it into an SOW and a statement of work, what the different components are, who's doing what, right? But if you look at different things we're doing with Tom Ferry, you'll see that we have a Basecamp project where we're collecting the feedback, collecting the content. You see this, all the stuff related to Tom Ferry. So Tom Ferry is what we call a lighthouse. A lighthouse is someone who is well-known among the customers that you want to get. And then the more you do stuff with that lighthouse, you get their audience to then want to do stuff with you. And you can see that this has been going on for quite some time with Tom Ferry. Now, do you think that all of a sudden I'm on Tom Ferry's podcast, right? So let me know in the chat, what kind of client, you guys said that leads was your biggest issue. So where do you want to get leads from as specifically as possible? Let me know, what is that, right? Is it dentists? Is it car dealerships? Is it people that want to sell courses? Like, let me know in the chat, where do you want to get leads? And you got to be specific, because we're going to tie that to a lighthouse. And then today, I want to help a few of you guys. I want to make a few connections. I want to connect some of you guys with people I know that could be your lighthouse. From software companies, accountants, restaurants, auto shops. That's right, Carlos. Good. Young career woman, Shopify e-com. That's good. But you got to be more specific. There's a lot of people doing e-com. There's a lot of people doing Shopify. Choose a niche. So Jeremy says SEO is digital marketing agencies. Okay, SEO for digital marketing agencies, that's a good niche. We can really narrow that down because who did the digital? So I'll just take Jeremy's example and I'll just show you how this is done. So you know, this is not some pie in the sky thing. This is very easy. So let's say, who are the people SEO for digital market, not just digital marketing in general, digital marketing agencies. Okay. Well, oh, there's some ads here. ads. Wow, there's a lot of ads. And you can see that there's these other places. Thrive, Cardinal, Clutch, Search Engine Journal, okay, SEO.com. This is pretty competitive. These pages all have high domain ranks. Look at the 86, 71. This is Ahrefs. We use SEMrush, Ahrefs, Majestic, SEO, don't worry about that. But you can see that we actually know a lot of these people and we've got content with these people. So then let's go a little further and let's see like who's respected among digital marketing agencies. Digital marketing agencies training or certification. Let's see. Well, there's Udemy, okay, WordStream. So let's see. How do I know, who do I know in my connections tied to WordStream? So come over here to LinkedIn and type in WordStream, if not WordPress. WordStream, the company. Who works at WordStream? Who do I know? Let's see. Well, I know their founder, Larry Kim, and he's a good friend. I can see, look, 113 people. Who are these people? All these sorts of people. Okay. And just as proof, not WordPress, I think my fingers are just how to do video marketing with Larry Kim and Dennis. And here is a thing with Vendasta. And here's another webinar thing. Webinara? What the heck is that? Okay. Stream Team. What is this? PubCon Las Vegas. Oh, PubCon. That's big for people that do SEO, right? Who are the other people to do SEO? Neil Patel, Rand Fishkin, all this. So look, oh, this is when I had more hair. So, right? WordStream. So, okay, I want to teach, or I want to provide, I'm Jeremy, and I want to provide SEO or package services for agencies that, digital marketing agencies want to do SEO. So I'd probably want to do something together with WordStream, with Larry, with other people that are well-known in the world of SEO. And in fact, I want to do both, right? So there's a skill, which is SEO, and there's a vertical, which is digital marketing agencies. And so I would do that with Digital Marketer, Social Media Examiner, or the original guy who did this stuff. You could say it's Matt Cutts or, you know, who, let's say Rand Fishkin. Let's look up a relationship here. I'm not doing this to name drop. I just want to show you the thought process behind how do you make a connection to a connection to get to the person that you want, right? So there's Rand here. Rand, I got pictures of me and Rand, and I can look at, let's see, Rand Fishkin. So he and I have got a bunch of these different, look at this thread. You see this? Gmail's got threaded messages, right? So I said, hey, Rand, love to get access and write a review about his new tool. And then he says, yep, do this. I'll give you a free thing. You talk about it, of course, you know, and on and on and on. So there's so many different angles. Digital marketing, says Harry, for ghost kitchen owners. Okay, great. Let's see, ghost kitchen owners. Let's go look at that. Let's see, ghost. This is a new thing, kitchen owners, and say marketing. Okay, so let's see, digital marketing. How marketing drives vital revenue for ghost kitchens on Get Bento. Okay, so I need to make some connections. So I'm not just looking at the sites and the organizations. I need to make connections with people. I need to make individual, personal, non-creepy connections. How do I advertise my ghost kitchen? Okay. It's on this place, Menu Drive. Okay, this looks kind of competitive. How do businesses market ghost kitchens? This PAA. People also ask, I need to have content on this. So I'd ask Carlos, Harry, do you have content on this? Do you have experience on this? Can you build a course around it? If you don't, can you interview other people from these other places? 7 best digital marketing tips for cloud kitchen business owners. Okay, what is it with these people? Menu Drive. Let's look at this one. 2. All right. Jay Zubir Franco, solopreneur female fitness coaches. Okay. Alicia, I'm doing a presentation for seamless.ai because when they send a notice of their event, I responded, asked if I could speak. They said, yes, very good, Alicia. Dr. Kim's successful entrepreneurs. We want to be more specific than that, but that's good. All right. Pop up. Okay. Let's see. Tips on ghost kitchen marketing. This looks kind of, this is weak. This is weak. Don't you think that any of us could write? I don't know anything about ghost kitchens. I'm an eater of the food, not a, kitchen marketer. But
I had to look up what a ghost kitchen was. I'd never heard of that.
I thought it's a kitchen where there's ghosts in there, but no, it's actually ones that don't exist in the real world. You just order them through these Uber Eats and whatever, and these companies just make up these fake menus, and then you just have these ghost kitchens in these little parking lots or trailers and parking garages. Corona has really sparked ghost kitchens because there's whole companies. In fact, the one company that owns most of the parking spots in the United States has started converting their parking garages into ghost kitchen places. Like these little, those little box shipping container things, you can put a ghost kitchen in there and just roll them out all over the place. And then these drivers come and pick it up from this little container in the park. It looks real shady, but it's actually a multi-billion-dollar business. So maybe I want to do this, tips on marketing a ghost kitchen. Let's say I have no connections. Then I'm going to use one of my little AI tools, and I'm going to start writing some content. And I'm going to come in and say, there's more tools in here, by the way. And if you haven't signed up through our link, you should. That way you get, I think, 10,000 free credits or whatever it is. Look at all these extra ones here at the bottom. Review responder, real estate listing, residential, Pinterest pin description. Wow. Quora
I've been wanting to check this out for some time. So thank you for demoing this.
Oh yeah. And you guys, if you want, I'm going to do something special right now. I'm going to give all you guys a free subscription. You can use ours. Okay. This is like $100 a month or something like that. All right. I'm going to copy this link here and I'm going to put it in the chat. If you like it, by the way, because I have a special relationship with the founder. If you like it, you can let us know and sign up under our little affiliate code. But there, go in and play. I have a very special account. So you can go play for free, unlimited. Don't use any bots. Don't do anything too crazy, because if we create more than 1 million words a month, then they're going to get pissed because it costs them money, because they have to pay a licensing to GPT-3 on, I forgot what the price is, like a penny every 3 words or something like that. Okay. So go sign up there.
That's the same link you gave us a couple months ago, right?
Maybe, probably not. And let's see, we're on ghost kitchens. Well, let's first come up with an idea, and let's call it Harry's Ghost Kitchen Marketing. Happy Harry's, that's what's on my mind. My mind on my money and my money on my mind. Harry's Ghost Kitchen Marketing. Okay. And we provide digital marketing to ghost kitchens. Okay. And who are these ghost kitchen owners? Okay. Tone of voice, Gordon Ramsay. I'm going to sound like Gordon Ramsay. Okay. Ramsey. Ramsay. Okay. Let's get some ideas here. And then we're going to write an article real quick and maybe write a book. Let's see. What are ghost kitchens? How we drove sales in our ghost kitchens. How to set up. Okay. 16 ways. No, this is not good. Make a fan page. You're going to get started. Okay. 5 ways a ghost kitchen can attract more customers. All right. Well, that's pretty good. I might take that. And I want to actually write. I actually want to write the blog post. Let me go to.
Hey, Dennis, are those keyword suggestions just random, or do they have any kind of ranking behind them? Are they recommended for any particular reason?
The keywords or what I'm showing here, what the tool
like that, like those search phrases that you were just choosing from, 5 ways.
Oh, it's basically the people also ask is why it's what Google's is telling us. Yeah,
okay, those are like
those are
like
cool.
the most asked phrases.
Yeah, and it's based on type ahead search results. So I'll show you what that looks like in just a second.
Wow, that's powerful stuff.
Yeah. I mean, another one is, we go to answer the public, and we could see anytime people have a question about, let's change UK to United States.
I love answer the public.
Yeah. Use the free version. Okay. So ghost kitchens. So we could say, hey, if you're a ghost kitchen owner, here's the 15 things that people know. Well, actually, people are not ordering from the ghost kitchen directly. They're ordering through an Uber Eats or whatever. That's what makes it a ghost kitchen. You can't go there except through an app. These things don't actually exist. So let's see, who, where, what, when, why, right? So how ghost kitchens work, why do ghost kitchens, what are they, how to create a ghost kitchen. So these are all based on PAA, people also ask. And all this tool is doing is literally just going into Google and typing all of these combinations ahead of time. So let's say, what are ghost kitchens in malls, or what is, where or how are, it's just doing this. How are ghost kitchens legal? How many ghost kitchens are there? How do ghost kitchens make money? Right. So there's nothing magic. It's literally just doing all these searches for us and organizing it into this. And then there's a couple other ways, prepositions, right? Ghost kitchens to rent near me, how to start a ghost kitchen for rent in Miami, right? And then it's organizing it another way, versus food truck, versus virtual brand, versus commercial kitchen. Because these are all giving you ideas of content you can generate or make, or 1-minute video based on what people actually are looking for. Okay. If you want to be hitting the right target. If you're fishing in the wrong area where there's no fish, like whatever. So, the great thing is you can see what people are actually typing in. And most of them are geographic, as you can see. Not a big surprise, right? And you could say the best tips for ghost kitchens in Los Angeles. Oh, okay. Well, how's that different than New York? Well, who knows, right? You see this? Ghost Kitchen Uber CEO, because Travis Kalanick, the founder of Uber, started this thing called Cloud Kitchens. He took his multi-billions of dollars when he left Uber and started Cloud Kitchens, which is now sort of a customer competitor in Uber, right? So now I've got all these different ideas, and now I want to write a blog post. 5 ways a ghost kitchen can attract more things. Okay, so this is actually not a good example because I think the AI is maybe 9 months behind. So it doesn't know enough about ghost kitchens. So the AI is not using real-time internet. It's not looking at stuff that just happened. It's digesting the internet, and it's still 9 months behind, right? Okay. Priya, leads for young career women new in their job. Okay, so 5 ways new young career women. So we're making an article for them. Five tips. I'm just going to literally use her words. Tips for young career women new in their job. Okay. And who do we want to make it sound like? Let's go with Sheryl Sandberg. Okay. And spell it right. Sandberg. Okay. Or Ariana Huffington. Okay. So let's see. What tips does Sheryl? What? This account's inactive. What happened? Is that right? Something bad happened. Do we have too many people share this? I'll have to go back and see what happened. Well, anyway, we'll figure that out in a minute. I think maybe we have too many people in the account. Oh, maybe they put a limit on my thing. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to the original topic of getting leads. So when you create content like you see here with Tom Ferry, it didn't start with Tom Ferry. It started with Justin Martin. And Justin Martin is a well-known real estate agent, top one in Colorado, 70 agents. And you can see that our history goes way back, hundreds of messages that go back a long way. And he's been to our masterminds, the 3-day mastermind in person, GoDaddy's headquarters and Fusionsoft's headquarters, $7,500. And you can see there's all these different things where we're doing all this stuff for him, right? All the way back to here where he told us what his goal was: provide real estate agents with the ability to find success in their first 2 years of real estate so that he can grow his brokerage by training up other people who are young adults that really don't know what kind of career they want. They're not a 53-year-old mom, which is the typical real estate agent. And here's what they want to do. And he's given us all this stuff and he's following our process, why, how, and what, 1-minute videos, all this stuff's in here. And because of the relationship we have here, that he introduced me to Jason Pantana. Jason Pantana runs marketing for Tom Ferry. And you can see that we have lots of these different messages where we have a podcast, right? Or we're here in Clubhouse. And this is earlier this year. He says, hey, let's hang out in Clubhouse, right? But he wouldn't have hung out in Clubhouse unless we had those relationships already with Justin Martin. And he came to Clubhouse just like Tom Hawkins and these other folks. And we did some Clubhouses together and it was great. And because of that, he said, this is so good. Let's go ahead and let's set up a podcast. This was May. This is last month, was it? We're in June now. May. This is May. I'm Corona time. I have no idea what day it is. And here it is, right? And we published this thing a month ago. And because of what happened here, then we had our video and he put it here on his website, which is a domain rank 66. Mine's a 62. Both are super high. Anything above 40 is awesome for a national brand. If you're a local brand, maybe 15 or 20. And you can see here's all this stuff, right? And so he's sharing this across his Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, website, all of this, right? And then he's broken it into little segments because any one of these is a great little article by itself. Why is Tag Manager insanely important? What is link juice? How do you cross post? What about TikTok, right? So by building relationships, going from small to medium to large, I started with someone with a few real estate agents that were not really well known. And I said, I'll work for you for cheap because I want to be able to drive results, which then led me to a Justin, which then led me to a Jason, which then led me to the top in the industry with Tom Ferry. And because of that, now we're doing marketing together with Tom Ferry. And you can see that, we have our statement of work and other things that we're doing inside here, right? So once you have, and then it seems like a circuitous process, but I want you to understand the key to driving leads is you need only one piece of authority content. It doesn't have to be the top person in the industry, right? But once you produce that content and you share that content and you have different variations of it, just like we're cutting it up into different pieces, and you could show you what the team's doing. Special projects, Tom Ferry podcast with Dennis. So what is our team doing with that podcast? They're chopping it up into pieces and writing articles against it, and then putting in pictures and putting in other examples, weaving in our process on how here's the B-roll footage. Okay, so you saw the professional A-roll footage, which is what the users see, but from behind the scenes, you're going to see this kind of stuff, right? So The idea of B-roll is that you see that this is interspersed with a voiceover or with the actual audio. So you wouldn't use the audio from the B-roll. See, look at this. This is 51 minutes, 15, 16. We were there a long time. But just listen to this. Look at this, right? So this audio is awful, right?
A few clients have said, it's really hard to set up that Google logo services. That it's not as easy as I thought. Why is that?
Can I say that?
Please.
They're saying it.
So when you have these behind the scenes moments, you put a voiceover on this, and the voiceover might be something like, there's 3 or 4 different angles you could use. One angle is, I appreciate Tom Ferry so much, and here's what it means behind the scenes to do a masterclass. I was nervous flying into Dallas because of whatever it is. I don't know, tell kind of the story where you're taking them along so that they feel like they're riding along with you. You could say, what else could you say? We had some juice together. You could say that, I could say I was wearing shorts, which you can see. You could say, what's it like? What's it like spending a day with Tom Ferry, right? And you just have this stuff in vertical and horizontal as B-roll, where you're not trying to sell them, but when people see this, they are getting to see that you are in his ecosystem. It wasn't just this one podcast. There's all these other people. And then as you start to execute for, let's see, I'll do this one, Andrew, who's right. So you can see this guy, Andrew, reached out and he said, hey, we need some help, right? And he's been coaching with Tom Ferry forever. And then we said, this is great. Your SEO sucks. Why don't you give us a guest blog post? And he said, here it is, right? And I'm using Boomerang to keep track. It's my favorite tool. I never lose track of things. 6 steps to close every deal, right? Here it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we go ahead and post it on our site. Here it is. And here's his article. And look, it's on a site that has domain rank 6. Hey, Jeremy, why is this important? Why would we do something like this? Why would we have him post on our blog versus why wouldn't he just post on his blog? What's the difference here?
Posting on your blog builds authority because of your domain rating.
What does that mean?
Building authority?
Building like domain rank, building authority. Why does this? How do we know? What does the 62 mean? Is that good or bad, or what does that mean?
62 means you're authoritative in your space, that you've done the work to become known, to generate links like you have. It's the way that Google ranks their pages. And so the more link relevancy you get back to your site, the higher you get in authority. And then the more authoritative this guy, what was his name? Andrew?
Andrew Lundum.
So
we gave him a bio page too. Look, we gave him a bio page. So why do we give him a bio page? Why didn't we just say, oh, this is a guest blog post by Andrew Lundum? Why did we actually give him an author account here?
So he can post more and generate more authority.
And he generates an additional link. Because what we're doing here is it's white hat is a way to do it legally without getting in trouble with Google. So how is this creating value for Andrew?
Not only is he getting an article on Blitz Metrics, which is read by people when you share it, and different people in Blitz Metrics share it. So he's getting authority that way. He's also getting this link back, which builds his authority in the search engine, which can, when he does post on his blog, then he can get more. He can get more ranking, more traffic to his posts.
Yeah. So when I go to, and we'll do this in another session, I don't want to go too deep, but I want you guys still to understand Inception. So if I look at his site, Sure Sales Group, and I want to see his SEO power, it's going to tell me where his links are and which links have the most power. And his ranking's a 13. We're a 62, a Facebook's a 100, a CNN's like a 92. So it's an order of magnitude. So every 10 points up is 10 times more powerful, right? So a 23 is 10 times more powerful than a 13. And a 62 is 10,000 times more powerful than a 13. You guys follow? It's like the earthquake Richter scale. So if someone else is a 50 and we're a 60, we're not slightly better. We're 10 times better. You guys understand orders of magnitude logarithm scale, right? So let's look at his links that are coming in. So his score is a 13, which is a measure of the amount of juice that he's pulled in. And by the way, if you haven't gone to our SEO training, we have several sessions. We go deep into SEO. So we can see that he's got a link from BombBomb, which is great. Real estate agents are doing this, but the page authority score is only an 18, right? So we're seeing all these other links that he has coming in. So all he needs is several more high-powered links coming in. And thus, when we look at the keywords that he wants to rank on, so maybe he wants to rank on Baltimore real estate, sell a house in some suburb within Baltimore, Maryland, right? because we're passing link juice to him, he's going to rank better on all those existing keywords. So this is great for him. So for people that do SEO, you can see this is his site. Ahrefs says 11, the other one said 13. They're usually going to be kind of close to each other, right? Sometimes they have more links than others. This one's 400 links, the other one said 200 links, but it's the same idea. We're elevating him. And if he were to buy a link, which you should never do, if he were to purchase a link on our site, it's a 62. That's probably $150 a month if you were to rent a link. Like, you should never rent a link, that'll get you in trouble. But if you were to buy it, that's kind of what the market price is. But we're giving them a permanent link. And you guys here who are in office hours, if you want to write a blog post, and a good blog post that follows our guidelines, I'm going to make the same offer to you. If your site doesn't have any SEO juice, then we'll help you out on that. Because you could make great content, but if you don't have SEO juice, Google's not going to want to show you. Okay, we have several other sessions in office hours where we go deep into how to measure SEO and what is SEO. But the main thing is this number needs to increase, and it increases by other people linking to you. So it seems weird because you might think, well, I want to put all the blog posts on my blog, right? No, you want to put them on other people's sites, right, Jeremy? If you don't have any juice, why would you put it on other people's sites instead of, like, it would seem like if I'm starting a blog, I should be putting all the posts on my site, right?
Well, the problem is you don't have authority. So the more you can outreach and you can connect with people, like you're saying, the better, because links are relationships too, right? So the more you put out there, the more you interact with people, the more you post on other people's sites, the more that's going to come back to your site and reflect authority. So
yeah. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Jeremy, on that. You guys understand authority is not just authority as in this guy knows what he's talking about. Authority from a search engine standpoint is links passing in. You can measure this. Like this 66, this is a high measure of authority. Okay. Yeah. And Dan, thank you for sharing those guidelines. So if you want to submit a blog post, and I imagine only a few of you will actually do that. It's crazy. People come to these memberships and I offer them something that is worth thousands of dollars. All you have to do is write a decent blog post, but you have to follow the guidelines. So if your blog post is, I'm Dan Liu and I'm really good at restaurant marketing or something like that, that's just not going to fly, because that's obviously self-promotional. You have to deliver value. It has to be based on a real example. It has to be, and it's kind of the chicken and the egg, where if you haven't done the thing, then how are you going to get more clients, right? So the fact that we have done digital marketing for a lot of real estate agents is how we got on the Tom Ferry's thing. So do you think if I went to Tom Ferry and I said, Kevin Lee, what if I went to Tom Ferry and I said, hey, I'll pay you $10,000 if you put me on your podcast and say on and on about how good Dennis is in digital marketing? Do you think he'd take it?
Nope.
No? Okay, fine. What if I went to Tom Ferry and I said, okay, $100,000. You're going to put me on your blog. All you got to do is just 1 hour of your time and then just put it across all your social media and on your website and all that. $100,000. What do you say?
You'd say no, because I don't have anything of value right there to give him, even regardless of the background.
So this is the whole thing with earned versus paying for it. It's kind of like, if it's a little bit crass, but earning the relationship and versus like going to, a whorehouse or something, right? You want to earn these relationships, and it does take kind of a long time, but it's so worth it. And if you know what area you want to dominate in, because you guys said that leads was the issue. Who's the number one lighthouse? Who's the best known person? And then who's maybe a couple levels below that? And how do you build relationships and provide value for these other people? So I pulled up other examples that I want to be able to roll through and show you. Could be, on my phone. It could be podcasts. It could be, so I just joined this Alignable thing. I was on there speaking at their conference a couple hours ago. I'm doing another one in an hour speaking on their thing here. Look, this guy, Tony, Chiro Website Pro, he builds things with websites for chiropractors. Hey, Dennis, good to hear from you. Yeah, let's catch up. That's awesome, right? So we provide him a little value. You want to see something that's funny? So this guy, Tony Seymour, let's pick on him a minute. Tony Seymour, chiropractor website. Let's see who's this guy. Look at all these ads. All these people, all these agencies you don't want to play here. This is just stupid expensive. This guy here, Chiro Website. This is not even him, is it? Does it even show up for his own thing? Chiro Website Pro. This is him. Is this him? Tony Seymour. You guys want to connect with them on LinkedIn, by the way. LinkedIn is how we do all this stuff. Oh, we're not even connected. Okay, there.
It was that number 2 site. I saw his name in the meta.
Is it there? Okay, this one.
But Dennis, I don't like come across as salesy or like make an offer, but like usually I spend a lot of time just trying to sit down and ask to pick their brain and know more about what they do and get on a call and so on and so forth. But really after that stage, it's very difficult to make anything materialize. What do you
Make it about them? It's all about them. What can you say about them? What are you pretend you're, Larry King, he just passed away recently, but you're elevating other people and you want to make them look good. It's never about you. It never, I mean, you want to, of course, try to tie it in with some topics that you're well known for, but so Dr. V, you're trying to build your chiropractic practice in San Diego, and you happen to know a lot about sports medicine and golfers that want to swing, hit their drive a little bit further, right? All the little biomechanics of that, and chiropractic helps alleviate pain, as these people get older. So talk to other people about their golf game, about their top tips, about their favorite restaurant they like to go to. So Dr. V, you know some important people. Is it Rancho Cucamonga or not? What area is it? Rancho Santa Fe?
Rancho Bernardo.
Bernardo. Wow, just tons of money in Rancho Bernardo.
To the US Open on Sunday. And
wow.
I actually met a celebrity author, ghostwriters. I snuck into the USGA golf ceremony. Yeah, like that was only just this weekend though. Like legit connections.
And how many 1-minute videos have you made with these people?
Oh man, don't make me regret not shooting 1-minute videos with these people.
Why not?
Well, I've got the connections and stuff, and I've managed to connect with a caddy and a professional golfer that just signed up as of yesterday.
Okay.
So what do you reckon? Like leverage the crap out of that with that one connection and make a bunch of content?
Yes. What would you? So name some of the people that you know that you could get 5 minutes, 10 minutes of their time, ideally in person, not via Zoom. Who are some of these people that maybe we'd recognize or that are well known among people in Rancho Bernardo?
I don't know about in Rancho Bernardo, but Tucker Booth was pretty much the biggest connection that I made, and he introduced me to a lot of the people at the NBC Golf Channel, and then the caddy Paul Bajan, Alex Riddell.
Okay.
Those are people just within the golf space, but in terms of local, no one. I don't have.
Okay, it doesn't have to be local. Now you've got a cell phone. Do you have this?
Yep. Oh no, I haven't ordered one of those yet.
Doesn't matter. Do you have some kind of microphone?
Yeah, I do. It's a wide one that connects to my phone.
Great. What's stopping you from making videos with these other people, whether it's via Zoom or in person?
Nothing. I could just drive up to LA and make those videos tomorrow if I call them.
Yep. There it is. It's that easy. And like I was showing you guys here, can you guys still see my screen? Yes. Well, give me a thumbs up if you can see this. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It's funny because people are like, I don't know how you do it. Or like, I literally just pull my phone out. All right. Here, look, you can see the pictures I make every day. It's not even a secret, right? Look, yesterday, Mark and I were looking at this house. We're about to get another 7-bedroom house or whatever it is, and rent it out, right? Multiple properties, right? I'm taking pictures. I'm making videos with you. I'm making videos about videos in the studio. Isn't that kind of neat? Making sure the lighting's working properly. Kevin, that's nice lighting. Like that? Little Rembrandt effect going on.
I like it. Looks good.
See, the pro said it was okay. So I would just take that as a little thing there where Kevin would say it's really good. And we've got here, we're just recording little videos along the way. Then this is a choose your own adventure series of videos. Do you want to do this or do you want to do that? Right?
Is that Lightspeed?
Yeah, that's Lightspeed.
Nice.
We've got lots of examples of this. And then we were in Phoenix just a few days ago with the eye doctor. So I'm just recording all this stuff. And I don't want to be a paparazzi, but I am taking short little videos all the time. Right? Now, this is what I'm using for B-roll. So I'm not miking him up, but you can see he's explaining some things about the eyeball and what happens at different stages of the eyeball, right? I'm watching the time. And we're cutting these up into lots of different videos. And like I showed you last time, you know what? I didn't even get to show you all the different proposals. I wanted to show you the different stages of writing a proposal and how do you write a good statement of work. And maybe we'll do that. Let's do that next week. Let's see, speaker reel. Let's do this one. Retune Dennis's speaker reel. Whose speaker reel is this? Oh, Jeremy Ryan Slate's speaker reel. We got a speaker reel for all these people. So literally we just take these little components and, behind the scenes of your life. Oh, this is not the right link. You know what? I'm just going to show the one. I'm proud of the one that we just released a couple days ago from Mark. And we just put it out there. I can't read this thing here. Is it this one? But you know what it is? Because I have the font too big because I'm old. Here, let's do this. Okay. Oh, isn't it neat? So we use Basecamp to track all these different things. So we're constantly making it better and better. We never let these things die. See, look, I'll just go to the Basecamp thread so you can see it because you should never just say something's done. So I'll just scroll up and see, right? You can see here at the very top, this is a year ago by Bernard. Create the speaker reel, edit it in 16:9:45 and 9:16. So vertical, portrait, and square. And you can see it's gone round and round as we keep updating it. Because as we have more items, as we have a voiceover, as we have other stuff, we just keep improving it. We keep it stored in our Google Drive so the VAs can come in and do this, and they keep editing it. And then finally, here they are, right? Voiceover plus B-roll. And then as we have more B-roll, as we have more clients, as we have more meetings,
managers know there's an incredible waste in their cloud operations.
you just sprinkle this in with some of these pictures and other kinds of things, right? And then we take it and we write articles against it, against the topic that they care about. In this case, we would use we wouldn't use this for Mark's speaker reel. We would use this for Dr. Page's speaker reel. And then Dr. Page would do a voiceover saying, I've been an eye doctor for 20 years. And I started when, actually, no, I wouldn't start that way. I would say, when my dad was going blind, I knew that I had to become an eye doctor because he was an eye doctor too. And in the last 20 years, I've learned how to do this and this. I'm the inventor of Invisalign, or Invisalens, which is like Invisalign for your eyes. And I have had the pleasure of working with the US Olympic team and these other sorts of people, right? And I'm here to serve you here in Phoenix. And even if you're not in Phoenix, we've got a lot of patients that fly in and see me that I've known for a long time. And I believe that parents, they love their kids. They love seeing their beautiful kids, but can their beautiful kids see? And we want to be able to capture things because of the blue light and cell phones and all this stuff that create issues with obviously I'm not him, so I'm just pretending like what that B-roll would be like. And then you would overlay that B-roll on top of all this. Then he would use that in all his marketing materials and put that out, right? So we're making him look good. He's paying us as a client. But here's the thing I want you guys to understand. This is the inception, the dream inside the dream inside the dream. Then we're elevating Dr. Page, who happens to be a well-known eye doctor that coaches hundreds of other eye doctors. And then he's promoting his stuff, post on his site, cross-posted to our site, other articles. And now all these other eye doctors are saying, wow, if Dr. Page is doing so well, then how do we do this? How can I do the same thing for my practice? And thus here we created an agency under Dr. Mark Page, so he can serve other eye doctors. So this is what we have here, just like we have for the med spas and we have for these other ones, where we've created the social amplification engine, which is skinning an agency for eye doctors. This is not the right file name because it's been moved, but you can see here in these threads, inception, just like the thing with Andrew Undum, who's a successful real estate agent, multi-billion-dollar player in, because it's archived. Thank you, Kristen, for keeping things on track, because we had all these things all over the place, right? Now, when we share what Andrew's doing in Sure Sales Group, all these other real estate agents say, oh, it's Tom Ferry, it's Andrew Undum, it's David Solomon, right? So we're amplifying upon that Lighthouse. David Solomon, here it is. Here, look, David Solomon. All right, look at this. This was just a couple weeks ago. Remember we had the Tom Ferry podcast? So you guys said you want to learn how to drive leads. This is it. David Solomon. Hey, I've been a coaching client of Tom's for 15 years. I listened to your podcast. It was really good. I'd love to work with you. And also the CEO of Doug Elliman, which is a multi-billion-dollar real estate company. Okay. 42 messages later. Yes, blah, 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 blah. Here's all this stuff. Let's meet in LA. We met in LA. We made videos together. Right. Awesome. Now he's a client. Right. And we're telling the team, hey, here's what's going on. So Lighthouse, lots of examples. We are promoting the client. The client's promoting us. But is this ever a testimonial? Does this ever feel like an ad when we're making videos together?
Not at all.
Now I go back a few days earlier and I can see that we're hanging out Steve Sims, and where's the stuff with Mark Page, or not Mark Page? Yeah, here we go. Right. So here we are with David Solomon. We're making all these different videos. Then he's promoting us. So that's the key, right? Get other people to promote you. And that's how you drive these inbound leads off of their content. Okay. All right. We've got a hard stop. So this is going to be the end of this session of Office Hours. Part 2, next Wednesday, I want to cover how do you then turn this into a statement of work, and from that into a closed deal using a team. Sounds good, everybody? Do you guys have fun? Let me know. 1 to 10, how did we do? Hold up some fingers for me. How did we do? 1 to 10. Anyone not a 10? Anyone a 9? Does anyone not have a hand? The 6? Oh, Steven. Awesome. You guys are amazing.
I got some good notes. Thank you.
Awesome. And anyone wants to write a blog post, let me know, even about any of these sessions. You can post on our site. All right, guys.